Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170. The Answer. My name is Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty. Joined as always by Mr. Jason Hall with Team Home Loans, most conflicted Chargers homer in the room, as well as Mr. Bryan Fields with the Whissel Realty team. And before the break, we were talking about the holiday season, if it's a good time to buy, sell. If you want to get connected with Bryan, give us a call, shoot us a text, 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. So, Jason, yesterday we had a really cool opportunity to meet with your team, my team, our annual retreat, one of our favorite things we get to do every year, the University Club downtown. Amazing venue. If you haven't been to University Club, you need to check it out. And we had some killer guests. Tom Ferry called in, Bill Pipes. I mean, it was sick. It was really, really fun. A lot of good stuff for everybody on the team with Whissel Realty.
Kind of planning for 2018 and beyond, right?
Yeah, and one of the goals was that we want to make sure that everybody that was in that room owns a home within 2 years. Well, let's share some of that talk with everybody who's listening to the show right now. Because if you're listening right now, I want you to own a home within 2 years. And for most people, you can go from zero to hero in a 2-year period and get yourself set up to buy that home. I mean, Bryan, who's in the room here, is a perfect example of that. He did in less than 2 years. But for the average person, 2 years is very, very doable. And so the first thing we talked about is the importance of knowing what's going on with your credit.
Right. You got to look at it.
There's minimum credit scores you have to get these loans. And so the advice we gave all of our agents in the room is that they need to sit down with a really solid lender like you, Jason, and learn where their credit's at. You can explain to them where their credit needs to be and how to get it there. So talk a little bit about that part.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right there, Kyle. The first thing you got to deal with is credit. We'll talk about income and down payment here in a moment, but everybody can change their credit, right? But if you just keep ignoring, and so many of us have had either two things. We've had some issues and you want to ignore it, don't want to look at it because it brings back bad memories, right? That's stuff I've seen. People just want to ignore it. I had some stuff, right? Out of sight, out of mind. They don't want to know. They, kind of want to keep hiding that. Or two, they just simply, I don't know how my credit is, Jason. I go, really? You don't? And a lot of those people are in their 700s because they just don't even know what a credit score is. They don't apply for a lot of credit. So that's the two things I see, the comment. But you have to deal with your credit. Where am I at? And then we find out where's your credit score, why is it there, and then what can you do to improve your credit score? We've helped so many people, just you and I, Kyle, with just our basic advice through some of our credit simulators, some quick fixes, how you can increase as much as 100 points in less than a week, right? To, hey, let's set a plan, and in 6 months, maybe you'll be up 100 points, 200 points. And if we need to bring in a professional, Kyle and I know a bunch of credit professionals, and there's some that are absolutely great and charge a little bit more, and there's some a little bit cheaper and have a system and a plan. And so we kind of look at your situation and figure out what's best for you, right? So
yeah, I mean, I got my credit score from 660, and now I'm over 800.
I think it was 657.
I was just a hair below 660. And now my wife and I have credit score battles to see who can, be the highest, and we're both over 800 now.
And that's just because you didn't know, right? And you were able to fix some things that I even thought, boy, this is going to be hard. And you were like, well, hey, I got the credit magician. This guy can get things done. And he literally was able to remove things off your credit from years ago that completely changed your credit. And that can happen. But if you don't know what's on your credit, you don't know what your options are, you don't know what you can do, you're going to be stuck and you're always going to be in a bad position. So start there.
Yeah, first step by far is sit down with somebody like Jason Hall over at Team Home Loans and just figure out where your credit's at. That's the most important thing. Again, if you want to get connected with Jason, free credit report, Jason, can we offer that?
Free credit report if you mention Whissel Realty.
Yeah, so if you text or call us 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355, I'll get you connected with Jason. He'll sit down with you, pull your credit report for free, give you some advice on what to do to get that score where it needs to be. Second up, Jason, we got 4 minutes to go here. Second up, down payment. There's a lot of myth out there that you need 20% down to buy a home. What do you really need to buy a home in San Diego?
Well, it depends on your situation, but you can get in as little as 0 down, right? We got some of the stuff on there, but I tell people bare minimum, if you never served the military, you don't want to live out in the sticks with some of the USDA loans, you don't have any friends or family to send you money, you can do an FHA loan with 3.5% and we'll pay all your closing costs. So that means literally you buy a $300,000 house, you get all in for like, $10 grand, right? And most people can save and set that as a goal, right? Even if it's 500,000, we ran it like 12,750, I think at 3.5%. And that doesn't take that long to go, right? As long as you know the number. But so many people don't even know, and they don't even plan. So we'll show you a number, what it takes to get there, and then you can structure and go, hey, I can save that in 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, 2 months, a year, 2 years. Let's set a plan so you're ready for that.
Yeah, and we broke that down for one of the guys in the office. You know, he just wants to buy his first home. He wants a condo, 350 grand or so. We broke that down. He needs $17,250 or something like that. I think it came out to be for a down payment. You break that down over 24 months. He's just got to put $510 away a month.
Right.
So he could put $510 a month away, throw that in a savings account. 2 years from now, he's got his 3.5% down. He's off to the races. So all you really need, guys, 3.5% down. If you've served in the military or Department of Defense, some unique scenarios where you can get 0% down as well. Jason can further explain that. Next up, closing costs, Jason. We got 2 minutes. So explain what closing costs are and what you can offer to somebody
listening to the show. Well, that can take longer than the whole closing cost itself. But closing costs, your escrow fees, your title fees, your appraisal fees, processing, underwriting, doc fees. There's all kinds of fees that are involved in closing a real estate transaction. And typically in San Diego, you're looking at a minimum about $7,500, including taxes, insurance, things like that. You need to have impounds. For a first-time home buyer, you got to include taxes in your payment. Even if you put 10, 20% down, it's not required, but I highly recommend it. So that's what I include as a part of closing costs, is that tax insurance. But we have options where we can help pay for a portion or possibly all of that closing costs. And that's why you want to have a plan. So that's something. And the other thing is, look at an income, set a budget. If you think you can afford $2,500, well, what does $2,500 get you? What program, what down payment? Let's talk about a sales price. And either maybe you can buy now, or maybe we need to reset that and go, well, maybe $2,500 doesn't get you and your family where you want. Maybe it needs to be $3,000. Do I qualify for $3,000? If not, what do I need to do? What income do I need to make in the future to be able to qualify for a house like this, Jason, Kyle, Bryan? So those are the steps that we walk through. We do that in about 30 minutes, really make you a true home buyer prepared. Because so many home buyers go out there thinking they qualify because they hit the internet and it's punched out some payment, doesn't include tax insurance, doesn't include closing costs, doesn't even pull their credit. They think they're ready to buy. They come see you guys and you're like, what? This is all you got?
Yep.
So that's
so bottom line, you really need to sit down with Jason and let him build this for you. 30 minutes of your time. He will do this absolutely free. If you're a listener here of Whissel Wednesdays, shoot us a text, give us a call. I'll get you connected with Jason. 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. Thanks so much for listening to the show. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.